Yeah. And then we took the train to France, and we had a few days in France. We saw the Eiffel Tower and the Moulin Rouge, the nightlife in Paris. We went and certain things, and the is it Triomphe or something?
Arc de Triomphe.
Yeah, we saw all that. And the nightlife, we would go for walks in the evening, and sit in the cafes, and we stayed in the hotel, and it was beautiful. And then we went to Le Havre, and we took the Atlantic to come to Canada.
That you still remember the name of the ship after all this time.
Well, the other day I told Nancy I came. Remember, what did I tell you?
Titanic.
On the Titanic. Yeah, that was a joke. It just came out, Titanic instead of Atlantic.
So then...
quite a life, eh?
Yeah.
And to meet your dad, the first day I come here, Joe is getting married, and I meet him. They didn't write us that Joe was getting married.
No.
No. So that was a complete surprise. Yeah. And of course Dad didn't lose any time, eh? I'm not quite sure. I still have the papers at home. We came here in July to Montreal.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the 22nd, he came with chocolates to wish me happy birthday, Tante Dina's, your dad. And then he was asking me out, like on my day off. We went down on St. Catherine and we had something to eat. And once we went to a dance, and we didn't stay long. It was too rowdy, so we left. And we were just walking along, along St. Catherine Street.
Yeah, and talking about
yeah.
yourselves. And
mm-hmm. Yeah, getting to know each other.
Yeah. I've been down that trail a few times, getting to know somebody.
Yeah. And when I went to learn English in Park Extension, I think I told you, he would pick me up.
Oh?
Yeah. And we would go down together. He would pick me up. I was living near Queen Mary Road,
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Tante Dina got me that job, eh? When I came here, I got a bad cold for some reason. So she said, we can't go looking for a job when you have a cold, okay?
You must get better first.
Yeah. And then she went with me, and the first job I got hired at Lupovich's. They were Lupovich, and they lived up on Queen Mary.
Ah.
Yeah, they had a house up there, and they had 2 children, and they had a nurse, and I was the nanny for the little girl.
Ah.
Yeah. I didn't speak much English, eh? I was surprised they hired me.
That didn't matter.
Yeah. But I liked the little girl.
You could learn English from them, from the little girl even.
I spoke English with a French accent first because the nurse was French. Everybody asked me if I was French when, because she had a French accent, the nanny.
That explains a lot.
But the Lupoviches spoke English, so the nanny, the nurse had to speak English, okay? And yeah, that was funny.
Well, you pick up what you pick up, right?
Yeah. So and then I went to. But I learned English from a French school book. They only had French school books, and then from that I learned English. I still have it at home.
From a French school book?
Yeah. Everything was in French, and then I wrote the English name to it, and yeah, I still have it. I saw it not long ago. And it was a school in Park Extension.
That is strange.
Mm-hmm. And Tante Francie and Uncle Albin were just a while with Tante Dina, then they got an apartment in Park Extension. But I don't remember the street now. It was a new building. They had a little apartment,
Mm-hmm.
And so once we got invited for supper, Dad and me, at Tante Francie's and Albin's. So we went for supper. And then they went to learn English too, eh? We went to the same class in Park Extension, Albin and Francis and me. And then when we got back, Dad had cleaned up all the dishes and everything, and Tante was so happy. She said, "Oh, thank you, Gusti. You know, he had washed the dishes and put them away." So, yeah. Yeah, that was the first year in Canada.
Feckwig.
Feckwig. Feckwig. Feckwig. Feckwig.
Feckwig.